Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Working on this brand new C8 Corvette, under 20 miles on it, Elkhart Blue. And really, besides the Zeus Bronze C8 that we protected a little while back, I really love this unique color scheme, contrasting the red interior on the Elkhart Blue. This here is also a convertible, so I thought I would take you along for the ride. We're going to protect this inside and out. Let's get started. I'll do a quick walk around to get you familiar with the vehicle first. Let's get the top up, get it outside, and start the wash process. This top has multiple parts in motion, putting the top up and down, and you cannot see the engine on the convertibles. For the pre-treat, the shampoo has an iron remover within it. We're not going to do any claying on this vehicle. I only do claying when and if it's needed, where it's needed, and that normally will need to be followed up with a polish anyways, because clay is abrasive. The foaming process here, for those new to the channel and not sure why we do this step, this is to help lift and encapsulate some of the grit so we can rinse it free from the surface before we do a contact wash. Although this step does very little, I always include it in the process. Break out my very soft detail brushes and work any light dust or dirt loose between the corners, the badges, inside the gas cap, and inside the vents. One thing to point out, I'm not very keen on this. If the vehicle is tilted slightly forward, you'll have standing water. This window does go up and down. The wash process, contact wash, will be 5 mitts. One for the top, one for the driver's side, one for the passenger side, one for the front, and one for the back. Never introducing dirt, dust, or grit back into the bucket. It's one bucket, no guard. With no time to spare on this very hot, humid day, we pull it in the shop and dry it off completely. This is with forced air, drying towels, the air chuck and the air compressor, making sure it's perfectly dry before we get started on the next step. The interior is getting protected. I'll show you a little bit of that. We're going to coat the leather surfaces on this interior. First, even though it's a brand new vehicle, it was used once or twice with the top down on a short ride, so anything could have gotten in there while it was sitting still or in motion. Also, brand new vehicles, as they sit, and this sat in a field waiting for a computer chip for about 5 or 6 months. All of the pieces that were glued together in the interior, including in and within the dash, they gas out. And if you've ever noticed your new vehicle having a film on the windows and windshield after a little amount of time, well, that gets on the entire interior, and we're going to clean that out. But first, we'll give it a thorough vac, and we'll break out these custom mats and place them inside. A nice little touch. Hey, it's all in the details when you're trying to make a vehicle your own and personalize it. So let's start off cleaning the leather seats before we coat them. Again, the top has been down on this, even though for short rides, but we want to make sure in between the tight seams there's no grit or dust. As the owner is sliding in and out of the vehicle, those two pieces or patches of leather will rub together. We don't want them to wear at all anytime in the future, so we're going to clean that out. We'll use Heaven for Leather, lather it up, and get it ready to coat. We are very thorough here, tedious. We don't pump a ton of cars out of the shop, but those that do come through the shop, they're treated like our own for the short period of time that they are here. We really do love each and every one of them, and we appreciate that the owners give us the opportunity to work on them and protect them and preserve them for them. For the choice of protection, it's going to be a leather coat, Art to Shine leather. This will be found on our store. I'll have a link down below in the description box. Application is a piece of cake. You guys can do this as well. You can protect your own leather or plastic in the interior of your vehicle. Application's quick and easy. It will go on a little bit glossy, but don't worry, it will cure. Looking, feeling, and smelling natural. You don't have to, but you'll see me follow up very lightly with a microfiber towel just to make sure I have no high spots on the leather. Let it sit overnight with the windows or the doors open if you can without draining the battery, and that will ensure no extra chemical smells in your interior. All right, the interior is all set. I am really enjoying the contrast and color and all the materials in this convertible. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. The convertibles here are going for a couple dollars shy of 100 grand. The base models normally would still be under 60 grand, but the dealerships sometimes are buying them back and then selling them for 20 grand over list. It's ridiculous, but it's the case of supply and demand. So let's get that top back up, and we're going to start on the wheels in the next video. That's going to be part 2. We're going to protect the wheels, calipers, painted surfaces, trim, glass, and much more. Brian from Apex Detail will catch you in the next video.